Alright, how's this for a crazy and huge theory for you? Orochimaru is the winner. He wins the series of Naruto. Yeah, Orochimaru, right? Remember that guy? Part 1? Glory days. You may think this guy is out of account, under house arrest, and just not really as strong as these guys. Truth of the matter is, however you see it, Orochimaru has won. You see, his quest for immortality throughout the series coincides gently with his endgame, which has always been the same throughout the show. Remain immortal and undefeated, how did he put it? Only the one who understands everything after spending such time on this can be fittingly called the ultimate being. But in order to obtain every possible jutsu in truth, it would require an eternity, you see. Good stuff, thanks man. Just like his sensei, he wanted to master every jutsu and become the ultimate life form. Except unlike his predecessor, Orochimaru knows the key to knowledge. Perseverance. Orochimaru's intent has always been ambiguous and changing. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Does he want little teen hot emo bod? Is he helping in the war? Or maybe his endgame has never changed at all. Yeah. Okay, so the war's over, you've been left your own devices as long as you're not naughty and behave yourself. Think about Orochimaru's point of view right now. He is an old immortal, almost 70 by the time of Naruto Gaiden, and he keeps progressively getting younger. His motive about watching Sasuke's wind, and the guise of being peaceful with Konoha could easily just be a temporary solution, an alibi. He's aware that he's dealing with gods here. He could be stamped out in this time era by Naruto, Sasuke. They're watching over the ninja world and dealing with the last of the Otsutsuki. Just like Orochimaru let Team 7 deal with the Akatsuki for him, Orochimaru seems to be doing the same thing again with them and the Moon Men. Not getting involved in any interstellar threats when he clearly could have been of help for this planet. Because if he had, that would have been an actual alliance. And so, even though Orochimaru may be weaker, Naruto and Sasuke can't conquer old age. Oh. And Orochimaru's intent may be to simply outlast them both. Shit. Just like a true snake. It's actually a natural survival hunting instinct of larger snakes, to sit back, and it's a well-known fact, you can't outweigh a snake. In short, Orochimaru wins. Kishimoto has given us an unhappy ending. An open unhappy ending. It's huge. In interviews he stated before that Orochimaru will be fine as long as he gets new bodies. And this guy's got bodies for miles. He's making new ones. He's got a son now. He's got a debit and a mortgage. Orochimaru's paying child support. But seriously, the fact that we not only have the original main villain outlasting our protagonists, but also the cycle of peace and ninshu, which has been earned throughout the show, has now been threatened. How did we not even consider this? It's so simple. It turns out Orochimaru's sudden change of heart wasn't that complicated or ambiguous at all. Literally the first thing he says to Sasuke upon his rebirth is this. So alarm bells should be going off right now. But no, everybody overlooked this fact. He's good, he's helping in the war. He wants to watch wind or something. So fucking what? Orochimaru's endgame transcends not only everybody's imagination, but the generational gap. Meaning that there's actually no way for Naruto or Sasuke to stop this. Yeah, sure, they could stamp him in a second if they knew what he was up to, but Orochimaru has the 5 Kage and the 2 heroes eating out the palm of his hand. And you say, hey, what if Sarada and Boruto become sage powerful gods too? Well, what if they never made it to the age of 15? They didn't quite match up to their parents, who are, literal demigods. What if Orochimaru constantly keeps getting stronger? The guy's patient, he's got time to kill, it doesn't matter. The generations over time in Naruto seem to slowly be getting weaker from what passes as a Kage to the average state of a Chunin. To everybody slowly getting weaker from living in an era of peacetime. Let's face it, Naruto's generation, compared to them, they're weak. If it weren't for Naruto and Sasuke being Dragon Ball Z characters, their presence would not be a threat. And the fact that they are so powerful means that right now it's a golden age in power. But of course, when that fades away, there will always be a weak spot. There's always a weak generation, a weak link. And that's where Orochimaru outlasts everybody and affirms his control. That's how a snake hunts, bitch. Orochimaru's only real threat to this bigger plan is, outlier ninja, gods like Itachi and Himawari who will actively seek him out because they know better. Hey, the one time someone did go after him, look what happened. Guy's dead in a ditch. Orochimaru's got 1,000 ways of coming back. Even Himawari falls! Oh, I can't believe I said it. So how does Mitsuki play into this? A peace offering between Conan and the Sound? Maybe. Proof that Orochimaru is still experimenting with new shit? Maybe he's an unconscious spy into keeping an eye on the next generation. Just in case they do churn out a couple heroes. Look at this panel from Gaiden down below. Oh my, who could these children be? Oh, that's not the sly smile you usually got on your face, Orochimaru. What's wrong, buddy? Is that concern for Sarada? A Uchiha predecessor? Daughter of Sasuke? A possible future enemy? So how do we know that this is something Orochimaru will do? Sure, he can stew and sulk in the shadows, but he's not really a man of action. Or is he? Well, we know this because he's done it before. Twice, actually. Look at the Sand Village back in the Chunin exams arc. Orochimaru knew that the 4th Kazekage's reign was the time to snatch control, because him and his followers could easily assassinate the current Kage, and the rest of the village's main forces were old, dead, or controllable. He struck them at their weakest point in history and owned it. And the same to an extent with the Leaf. The Leaf Village in early part 1 was far from its golden age in my opinion. No Minato, old Hiruzen, and the next generation being 10 years old. This is why Orochimaru got as far as he did with the invasion. Sure, and he could have gone further if he'd actually had the means to kill Hiruzen. Bring Kimimaro next time, or any of these snakes, or literally any of this cool shit. But he's done it before, and he can do it again. Strike in between generations, when the lineage is looking weak. Before the bolts and the Saradas of the next generation fully develop. Just sit back and think on the implications of Orochimaru being able to summon the 4 Hokage. Just think on the fact that during all of Shippuden, Orochimaru just had this mask hidden. I just had this shit hidden in his stash. What other stuff does he have nonchalantly sitting around? Ida Tensei is just one example though. Orochimaru can have summer projects with eternity. He's got a lot of time to kill. Create Amanda 2, become a dragon sage at Ryuchi Cave, perfect curse mode, go on family picnics with his son, and learn the importance of fatherhood. Eventually, who knows, find the next Totsuka blade. Master every jutsu, invent new ones. He's already Hokage level if he fought using his entire arsenal, and he has the power of a nation at the Sound Village's peak. While Kage and Ninja are just going to continually get weaker and weaker with peacetime, one guy secretly knows that the game is still going. Like Kabuto, he did a pretty good job in a couple months, didn't he? That guy thought he was going to be the second sage of Six Paths. And honestly, that delusion of grandeur was not that delusional. What can Orochimaru do in 6 months? 60 months? 60 years? 600 years? Who fucking knows? So as this immortal walks through the ninja world, through time, just tell me, who's gonna stop Orochimaru when everybody is dead?